Yo, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Yehovah, Yehoshua. This is YYBY. All my music heads, check this out. I'm about to give you my own tips when it comes to finishing music fast. And we all know that time is money. For those who have a hustle in this, time is money. And you want to get things done faster with quality, right? Now, it's okay if you doing this for a hobby, but end of the day, when you invest your money into the craft, you spend money, you uh you spend a lot of money on the tools. Eventually, it's common sense you want to get some money back from it. Just keep it real, y'all. Come on now. No matter what you want to say, you want to get some money back from it. So I'm gonna give you my tips. Now, these tips is from my experience, for what I learned and what I learned from guys that have more experience than me. Now, you can take these and run with it and come with your own ideas. This is what the video is about. It's simple. It ain't mathematics. It ain't rocket science. Just take the knowledge and run with it. All right, so my number one tip for finishing music fast is templates based on what you're doing. Template. And what I mean by a template is, like, for example, like me, this is Studio 1.4, 4.6. If I create right here, I have a template for track recording and I have a template for production, because these are the two main things I do. Studio One comes with its own styles of templates, like as you can see right here. But sometimes, when you click on them, they serve a good purpose. It give you a good start of what you can create with your own ideas. So this is one that I created. For example, like 24 track recording. So what I do, I'm gonna just create this folder, select, okay. So when I start recording and I'm recording artists, it pops up like this. And what I start with the beat, because some artists, they record with just the instrumental, even though it's better to record vocals when you have all the files of that beat, every track, every instrument, every sound of that beat. But sometimes they don't always provide it for you that way. So it's all about, you know, being strategic and how to make the music sound good. But you do have more control when you have all the wave files of that beat. But anyway, so I have the beat track, I have a hook, I have vocals. That's the two average things that the average beat have. Some beats have a bridge, so on, so a chant, so on and so forth. But this is what they normally have. So I start off with this, and but on my input, I have a few different plugins that I use on my input, as you can see. I don't know why this right here. What's this, man? Input. I don't know why it's moving slow. I thought I saved it. Yeah, I did save it. I have these certain plugins on my input for a reason. As you can see, the average person don't use a limiter on their input. I do, for a lot of reasons. If you like to know why I do, I have a tutorial that speaks a little bit about it, but I can also do another tutorial that really breaks down my input and why I do it this way. If they decide I want to use the auto tune, I enable it, and and then use it. But I always have that disabled. And I have a gate 2 compressor. But anyway, I have everything set up on my beat track. I have an auto key since I want to get the notes of that beat. Also, I have an EQ in case I need an EQ the beat a certain way and cut something from it where the vocals can fit better in the beat, so on and so forth. So you do whatever you want to do to your beat. Even on my I have two buses. a reverb side chain, and I have a delay side chain with option of using 3 stock delays in Studio One. All right, so once I do all that, you do it to your satisfaction. On my mixer track, I got a phase meter, I got a limiter, and I have a VU meter. So once you do that and you satisfied with it, you set everything. You know that fits your style, and then you go to file, you go to save as template, you name it. You can use a different logo, description, and save it. Save it at a location, just that simple. It ain't rocket science. You set your input up, based on what you're doing, if you're mixing and mastering or recording, so on and so forth. All right. Number 2, learning your DAW shortcuts. When you're using the DAW, find out shortcuts that you can use on your MIDI keyboard, or you can set for your regular keyboard, your letter keyboard. And what you do is, for example, like you go to Studio One, you go to keyboard shortcuts, and you find things that benefits you of how you work, your workflow. For example, like me, um, you know, um, okay, what did I use? Okay, did I use loop? Let me see if I just got it in here. Zoom the loop. I think it ain't save it. What the heck? Let me see. Okay. Like for example, like when you get the regular Studio One in stock, like my tab button, I use my tab button to open up my mixer and close it. For example, I might use B to bounce. So that means I might add for example, like an audio track. Any audio track. I'm gonna just grab anything that's a loop or whatever. No, that's not. No, get something else. That's MIDI. It's auto loop. So I might get this, and let's say if this is stereo. See, I might, have a quick button B to bounce it, and when I bounce it, I set this to mono, and it might be something that I really truly need to be mono. I press bounce. But the point is, we all know what shortcuts is. I don't have to go in detail about what shortcuts are. Excuse me. But yeah, you set your shortcuts. You set things how fast you can move with your DAW. All right. Number 3 is name and color. You have to be very organized when you're recording music. No, you don't have to. I think you should. And especially when you're recording a whole bunch of tracks, man. So for example, let's say I got these audio tracks, and I say I name these bridge, auto color, mono. You set everything. So what I do, say I add 30 tracks. So now I got 30 tracks. So the time that I'm recording, you want to name your tracks. I normally name my track before I record it. So when I record it, the name of the wave is already name of my track. But when it's time to mix and master, I might get, all my important tracks, colorize them, pack the folder on that, I don't know why it changed. Let me see what my settings are. The colorized tracks controls. Hold on, what that? Show tracks, show chords. Show channel numbers and tracks. Show channel numbers and tracks. Locate one, click the empty space. Anyway, I gotta find it. But yeah, so I group those, name those, bridge. And then I get another. The only thing I don't like is that when you highlight all the tracks compared to Bitwig, you can't name them all the same thing if you decide to. So for example, if I want to name a hook, you know, it's only gonna name that. It's not even naming their hook. So if I get all these and I click right here and name this hook, it will only name that one. I wish it'd do all of them like that. Let me see, maybe we could try up here. See, only gonna name the bottom one. So let me try it again. Yeah, but anyway, you name all your tracks. You set the color on those. You pack the fold on those. Right? You grab the next ones. I mean, you do it so on and so forth. You basically want to organize and color everything. Name it very well, where it's not confusing. And when you got your mixer, and when you're on your mixer, it's an option called. I think it's already selected. Yeah. So that means that if let me see, I'm gonna pack these right quick. I'm gonna pack these and pack all these in the same color. So you got each one packed up, the bridge, you got the chant, vocals too, so on and so forth. And when I'm ready to mix a certain one, I just open up the bridge, open up that part. I want to open up the vocals. I want to open up the chant. Basic things like that help you move faster when you organize and when you organize things, and it's easy for you to bust the whole track, so on and so forth. All right. The next thing is called you set a deadline. Set a deadline is about just mentally getting your shit done. When you start and when you finish, you moving. No different than like you working at a regular 9 to 5. You got to get things done. This is your life, and you put in that time and the work to get it done. You set a schedule. Especially when somebody paying you to mix and master their craft, and you got to get it done. And me, I normally do a two day turnaround. That'll help you move faster. The fifth thing is render to audio. Get that shit out. Get it out. Get the music out, man. It's just that simple. Once it's done, get it out. Scary music don't make money. If nobody don't have it, you haven't sent it, they won't have it. Get it out. That's another way of, getting your music done faster and so on and so forth. Yeah. So that's my 5. 1, 2. Do I have another one? Let me see. Do I have another one that could kind of help you move faster? Oh yeah. If you're a person that do pitch correction and you mixing a lot of R&B vocals, right? Let me move these out the way. Let's say, for example, this a vocal. vocal. Say this a vocal. This is a vocal. Whatever. And you know, you want to clean these up. You can use the option called strip silence. Strip silence right here, where audio being your strip silence. What you do, you select that option. You select the wave. You select the options right here. Very important. You know, little silence or whatever you want to select that fits for you, that makes sense, and you apply it. Hold on, let me do it right. Hold on. And no, I did it wrong. Hold on, where's the one? Yeah, manual. My bad. It's the manual. I'm tripping. So you set it like that. No. Take this to 50. Is it 50? I used to normally start. I think it's the bottom one, if I'm correct. I haven't used it in so long. But anyway, you get your settings, and what strip silence do? It finds the empty spaces between the vocals and it split it and get that noise, unwanted noise, out the middle. I actually have a tutorial that talks about that. But not to be on that too long. Also, another thing you can do is if you know you want to pitch correct all these and it's needed, you can select all of them. If your program support ARA Melodyne, and you can press edit, and it'll load up a little bit. And what it would do, it would add Melodyne to each one of these waves, as you can see right here. So you can double click that one and just go in there and work with it. You could double click this one, go inside and work with it. Double click this one, so on and so forth. These are, simple things that Studio One definitely provides that in some other DAWs that can get your job done faster.